increasingly we're seeing those numbers not really matter as much as Shai Gilgeous Alexander there with him step for step.
And they didn't allow him to get to the rim. He's a strong, hard driver. Plays very physical with the basketball as Shai just Euro steps.
Tremendous. Noel can put it in the basket. Ant's going to be able to do it at a high rate.
Shai Gilgeous Alexander now matched up on Reed. Had the advantage in the first half and does so there.
Bust up the Timberwolves offense. They've come out very strong here in this third quarter.
SGA again stops on a dime. Little fadeaway there.
I liked 10 of 19 better.
SGA made his last shot. Dancing, probing, and finishing. What a move. Shai Gilgeous Alexander had it knocked away momentarily. Got it back after the steal from Reed. Underneath and somehow finds enough data. Ben, another snug game between these two teams. As SGA flips it up, counted and a foul.
Trips down.
SGA gets the screen from Baisley and scores again inside.
We approach 2 minutes to go in Oklahoma City. Gilgeous Alexander, he has scored 13 of the last 18 Thunder points.
Defended by Edwards, double team. Fires it inside. Baisley, beautiful reverse underneath.
Was out. Diallo got many extra minutes and he took advantage of it. Here is SGA all the way and he scores. So a good start for the Thunder. Digit scoring in 7 straight. And he's already halfway there. 4 of the 5 starters have scored for OKC. And of course the Thunder, they're all jacked up. Well, 22 turnovers the other night. And that wasn't even because it was in double overtime. And they're getting to the rim. Gilgeous Alexander backing up. He's going to get doubled up, goes around the double team and throws it down himself. What double team? 20 for 28 from the field. And he had 22 the other night. Backhand layup is good again. Gilgeous Alexander, how many points in the paint? Just over a minute to play here in the half. They attack the glass again and score. That's to go in the quarter. Dort being hounded there by the Laker defense. 6 to shoot. SGA hits a 3. We're in the third quarter. Gilgeous Alexander, good dish. And the lay-in by Hamidou Diallo.
Without that line of defense in AD, everybody just has to just lock in individually and not give up easy hoops like Shai just.
But Gilgeous Alexander kept it alive for them. Coming up on 4 minutes to play. Lakers down by a single point. Gilgeous Alexander, long and in. Long distance by Gilgeous Alexander.
And just things so smoothly.
8 straight games with multiple threes. Gilgeous Alexander in the corner over Schroeder, falling out of bounds.
Leading an 18-2 run to close the game for Portland. Gilgeous Alexander drills the 3. On average, they are 8 points to the wrong side of the ledger as Gilgeous Alexander. That's what he does. He drives, gets to the averaging 9.5 over the last 6 in terms of assists. Gilgeous Alexander now 2 for 2 from downtown.
What the Grizzlies have done here, partner, in the fourth quarter, we talked about the consecutive stops and not needing steals in order to get stops.
Had himself a fantastic February.
Loves that left angle. Oh, Shai goes a nice little up and under there by Gilgeous Alexander.
Gilgeous.
I like to see him when he's aggressive offensively because that really makes him a 2 or 3 threat player.
Gilgeous Alexander
up over the top to throw the hammer down.
Gilgeous Alexander gets loose, cans his second 3 of this opening in today's NBA. A point of emphasis over the last couple of seasons. Gilgeous Alexander hesitation move, stops, floats. He has 10 from deep. Oklahoma City 4 of 14. Gilgeous Alexander down the alley, took a bump, banks it in, and Gilgeous Alexander has a chance for the 3-point play.
Now the Thunder to keep this double-digit lead. SGA spins those long strides, and how about the scoop and score with the left?
By Dylan Windler, who has just re-entered.
Keep him in front of you.
Gilgeous Alexander, a nice hesitation move.
That was a nice hesitation there.
Gilgeous Alexander out here with 4 reserves Four bench players who were quite effective in the first half. Muscala from 3 and 13 big rebounds.
High percentage shooting.
Gilgeous Alexander gets fouled by Okoro, puts
Play down to a science now as the big fella throws another one down.
3 by Gilgeous Alexander is good. The Thunder protects a 13-point lead. Gilgeous Alexander to the bucket. He scores. 28 now for the third-year man out of Kentucky.
That ball hung in the air for about a long 3.5 seconds.
And you have got to be conscious of him at all times. And how about Shai Gilgeous Alexander right through the teeth of that Miami defense.
Last time these two teams met, you remember Kelly Olynyk just went crazy from downtown.
Pelted the Thunder with 5 threes. What a move inside this.
Especially when it talks about, ball movement is going to lead to that. Shai somehow does what Shai does. Okay, you think you got him, right? Thunder deserved to get a stop on that play. Shai just knifes through the defense like hot butter. Backdoor cuts, front of the ball cuts, and really crisp, quick passes.
Achua just came up empty at the free throw line, and Shai Gilgeous Alexander's not going to.
Well, good battle by Roby, because Adebayo is a terrific offensive rebounder.
Oh, this time the defense sags back, and it leaves SGA.
A couple of times on plays like that with Olynyk throwing it right over the top.
SGA, hard drive, and the finish with the left hand. SGA looking for something to operate off of. Got the screen, steps back, high arcing 3, that's good. SGA now, defended by Strus, 5 on the timer. Series of moves, drives, floats in the air, and scores off the glass. Management, and that time, execution to perfection.
Wow, just splitting the double team, giving the Thunder a much needed boost. The line in that bottom part of the third quarter have not looked back. That's a great move once again by Shai. I've already had a 19 3-point shots made game already. As you've seen that.
Trey Lyles, who found a home in San Antonio a season ago. There's a spot up 3 from Shai Gilgeous momentarily. Now tied up with Walker, finally kicks it back out. SGA planted 3, good.
Credit, he's been drawing a lot of fouls and going a lot of trips to the free throw line as well.
This time, tough step back. Well, San Antonio historically under Greg Popovich has always been so sound offensively, but that time, knifing through it right into the teeth of that San Antonio defense. Shai Gilgeous Alexander is off, in case you're wondering who's number 1. Joel Embiid at over 11. Oh, the acceleration, bisecting the lane is it. Gilgeous Alexander.
Okay, just always, sometimes you see that ball go in the basket, and that's all it takes.
And the Thunder going to get a possible 4-point play. Shai. Horford again, little advantage, finds the open man.
How about that pass?
Boy.
See, that's a Thunder basketball.
4-second violation for San Antonio. Turnover number 7 for the Spurs, but here is SGA already with 29. Make it 32. He just kept playing basketball and ultimately landed at Utah. SGA, wow, just completely breaking down that San Antonio.
What, 33 points here already in this third quarter.
Oh, SGA goes end to end in the scoop and score at the buzzer.
You just got to stay in rhythm here. This is going to come down to who can finish in the latter part of this quarter. How about that, man?
Oh, SGA puts Pirtle in the spinner as we hit crunch time. Again, SGA this time with Pirtle out on the perimeter. Easy drive and finish this time.
He's a pick and roll guy who likes to get to the rim and dunk a lot of his baskets.
And there is Gilgeous Alexander.
Already.
Wow.
Gilgeous Alexander stays in with the 2 personals and drives and lays it.
In presence for the Hawks, coming off the bench now, commanding this second unit. SGA, nifty move, springs free and gets the friendly bounce on the 3.
And the defensive player to get to the basket and shield the defender.
SGA sizes up John Collins, who had no chance of slowing him down. He's got another turnover there. Thunder looking to add to its lead. SGA, hard drive down the lane, and nobody underneath can slow him down. And according to his offense, which is the ultimate sign of respect, SGA gonna get a little respect after that shot. A little step back 3 in the face of Collins. Hard it is to make that adjustment to be a point guard in the NBA, but Teo Maladon at 19 years old His European experience is showing up, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just totally breaking down the Hawks defense. Much needing a bucket, gives it to him. Boy, SGA this time stops, pops, pulls up, and connects.
9-point lead, 2:05 to go here. Got another good one for you, folks.
SGA bisects the lane and scores a
three, and it's off the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander has it, and he races in for the layup.
But Jamal step back.
11:30. Of course, the same in Serbia, where it's tomorrow morning, and the jumper is good, but Murray's now guarding Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander lays it up and in. And there it is in just over 2 minutes. Inside Millsap, and it drops home. 90 seconds remaining in the third, and the layup is good.
And that's what that Euro step gives you, right?
Brings back to him. Oklahoma City has a new 14 to work with. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, averaging 23 a night, now finds himself.
Because in the past, nobody cared.
Right.
Like, hey, you're going to Cleveland.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander steps around Brunson and scores in the paint off the glass. Second basket for him in the game. He's got a team-high 7 rebounds to go with his 4 points. And there is that smooth move from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the Thunder aren't going to have 60 by... Oh, maybe they will.
59 on the 3 made by Shai Gilgeous.
First game back following the health and safety protocol with 10 minutes. He had 9 points the other night. Off the window and good that time for
Opportunity last time, doesn't waste that one.
Heck of a move that time by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and DeJounte. 27 last time against the Thunder, 16 in the first meeting against them. And then Lyon ashing in on the deep one as Lonnie now in double figures with 11.
Oh, that's an outstanding effort. Volume, and our guys haven't responded. Responded by getting careless with the ball, turning it over.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
So that's 8 quick ones by the Spurs. SGA's got the matchup that he likes, and he totally abuses Eubanks again on the drive.
Gilgeous-Alexander works his magic. Shooting on the night, 14 points. But there's no flow.
No, there's not.
And OKC scores again and brings about another Spurs.
He just face guarding Gilgeous-Alexander.
Doesn't foul, and he knocks it down.
And that's why you face guard.
That was 8 days ago in Dallas, right before the All-Star break, as SGA got in low.
Man, he was leaning so far, man. I tell you, that would have been a huge advantage.
What a blow by. Speaking of advantage, SGA's got
over 16 a game. That's second in the NBA off the bench.
Nice spin move, SGA, and then the scoop and score. What an offense. We've seen this sequence here many times over the course of the season. Horford trying to set that screen for SGA. This time he drives, gets to the rim and scores. Well, the officials certainly enforcing that rule. As SGA, tough step back. We've seen the layups. SGA around that Horford screen. He's left open. The acceleration, and he breezes his way to the rim. Trimming the Thunder's lead down to 8. Nearly a turnover. SGA swings it down to Dort. Open 3 and a scatter. Thunder also getting the benefit of having a deep bench. SGA, a little stutter step inside. Can't spin it home, and he pushes it back up and in. Horford again, ready to set that screen. The deadliest play of the night for the Thunder. And Horford blows right by Cleveland. SGA dancing, still dancing. Another spin in the scoop. Beautiful move there by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 17. That is not his forte.
No, it's not.
SGA again. Oh, he floats it up. And takes. Will have to find a way to get points. 14 points here in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely.
Defense conversions. SGA stops, pops, and scores. Little guard to guard screen action. Dort and SGA. SGA drives down the lane. The beautiful high off the glass finish. back-to-back buckets. Want to work on Anderson. As SGA splits the defense, sets it up. Jerome planted in the corner for three.
Player, you know, who I think, you know, a lot of times that you don't think about the relationship you have with guys, and you think, you know, where one story in.
This time it's Melton trying to defend. Gilgeous Alexander, who got the bounce. Roby sets that screen. SGA steps into the three straight away, and that one rattles in. Little flat.
Did a good job of not allowing him to turn over that left shoulder to be able to complete that jump hook, which is his go-to shot.
SGA off the deck and a high arcer there up over Justice Winslow. Not forcing the offense or forcing the shot or the first look. SGA, beautiful scoop pass.
Poku's future.
All right, thank you so much, Nick. And SGA, another. SGA pulls it back. Now drives hard on Jones. Beautiful pass inside. Green. SGA back handling the point, defended by Melton. Shot clock under 5. Little bounce off, still scores at 4. It's Morant. Little confusion there. Thought that Brooks was going to be in the mix, and another 3 from the outside.
This is just good basketball. Now, this is an exchange between Shai and Pokusevski, and it's been beautiful this afternoon.
Well, if you're looking for a good, close, contested basketball game, this has been the one for you today. Thunder and the Grizzlies going back and forth, exchanging artillery. SGA high-arcing 3, and he reins it in yet again.
That was beautifully executed. Bulls playing loose against a shorthanded Thunder team tonight. Gilgeous Alexander, beautiful maneuvering for the deuce.
I'll tell you what, he is never in a hurry.
Nope. It's been 4 different Bulls that have accounted for the 15 points. Williams guarding Gilgeous Alexander, a little out of control. Wow.
Wow. It was a career low.
Yeah.
And that's because they didn't know where to play him.
Wow, what a fake by Gilgeous Alexander. Williams trying to work around the Brown screen, sticking with Gilgeous Alexander, who dumps it off for Moses Brown.
Okay.
That was impressed up with Shai Gilgeous Alexander. The step back is good.
Not a good matchup.
Yeah.
Get the defense back loaded and get Shai Gilgeous Alexander. Pick him up.
Good job that time.
Yeah,
right
he
there.
doesn't want his big guys on him.
Oh, wow. Leaning in. Gilgeous Alexander.
Contesting. Oh, no.
Gilgeous Alexander into the paint. That beautiful step through by Shai Gilgeous Alexander, his first 2 of the quarter.
And you got to be positioned to help now.
Young, the initial guarder, forces a tough shot by Gilgeous Alexander, and he still put it down. Wow.
Big first half for Shai Gilgeous Alexander.
Now he's guarding Shai Gilgeous Alexander. On the drive. And got it to go.
You see what they did that time. They cleared out.
Bulls that lead back up to a double-digit advantage with 8 minutes to play in the third. Gilgeous Alexander just flipping it up and in. Kobe White was trying to draw.
A bad pass. Thunder take it away. SGA driving and scoring on this one is first.
And a good call by the refs. It did hit the backboard.
But I thought it hit the hand of Dort first. Here's a dunk for Roby.
See, when you want to break, that's when you got to attack a guy. You got a one-on-one situation. You got to get downhill.
And that's the guy you got to keep your eye on. A lot of work inside.
Yeah, yes, they are.
Shai Gilgeous Alexander.
We hadn't had many of those, my friend. Oh, your teammates were, hey, man, we can get all the shots you want, but you can get a good shot.
There you go. You're exactly right.
SGA starting to warm up here.
I used to want to just hold him. Do I need to just grab a hold of him because he would never stop moving?
You are so right. Again.
SGA link.
SGA in trouble right here. He's
steps
so
on the
smooth,
gas
man. He is
and
so
gets
nice.
to the basket.
He is so nice. You know, you and I were talking about him before the game. And I don't have a problem with that.
No, not at all. No, Nate was an excellent point guard. He was tough, physical, had size.
Gilgeous Alexander step back for the 3 and drills that. Put the offensive rebound. Gilgeous Alexander and the Thunder have opened up their lead to
a little bit of tape on that left wrist.
Gilgeous Alexander able to get into the paint. The
the
difference there was in the blocks, though.
Wasn't much of a difference anyway. You could have maybe trapped and maybe forced him into a shot, but
could have given the Wolves the lead. Instead, Gilgeous-Alexander the other way. Gets it back. And Gilgeous-Alexander made it look easy.
We're at least a 7 or higher on the degree of difficulty scale.
He's got 20 points in the game now. Alexander and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder just cannot miss. He's hit some tough shots. He's missed some makeable shots. Looked like that one should have gone down. Roby hits a corner, backs it out. Shot clock down to 4. Gets inside and able to get it to go over Vanderbilt. Timberwolves looking to push it up the floor. Rube whistles.
And he's not sprinting back either.
Yeah, he was just holding up his hands. He's just complaining that he's not getting calls. I think of all the guys on the floor right now, that's probably the guy the Thunder are happy to see take shots for the Wolves.
I don't know why Carl.
Gilgeous-Alexander gets the high screen from Roby, gets into the paint. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 25 in the game.
He just gets to the rim effortlessly.
Gilgeous-Alexander drills the 3. Still time for the Wolves.